Hi, I'm Richard Hitchcock of Hitchcock Maddox Financial Partners, and I want to come to you on behalf of our team at the end of the year to try to recap some of the things that we've got going on now, and just to wish you some special thoughts here as we close out the year. Ian, as you are aware, normally does this, but right now, sadly, Ian has come down with Rona several days ago, and he and his wife Laura both have it. So as you think of them, you can say a prayer for them, and you will see if you've had some things scheduled with us over the next 2 weeks that we're going to do some rearrangings. As always, if you need us, you feel free to call me. I'm back in the office. I actually had it 4 weeks ago, but I'm out of that tunnel now, and so I guess it's our turn, all of us, to be in that barrel. But you call us, and we can make sure that we can respond to whatever you need. A couple year-end duties that we normally do. We over the last 20 years have been responsible for our clients taking their required minimum distributions. If you have a qualified account with us, you know that, and if you're over 70 and a half, then every year we come to you and we remind you that you need to take it. Well, this year, about mid-year, because of the coronavirus, the government waived the requirement that you take a required minimum distribution, so we're not doing it anymore. Those of you who did take it, obviously, you took it, you can't put it back, but we're not going to be doing those anymore. A second year-end duty that we are responsible for on your behalf is to look at capital gains. Now, to remind you, a capital gain is when you buy something and you sell it at a profit. If it's in a non-qualified account, a non-IRA, you're going to have to pay taxes on that next April. So what we do is we look at the realized capital gains, those things that have actually been bought and sold, and the distributed capital gains, those things that are inside of a mutual fund where they have been buying and selling all year long, and then they distribute those capital gains to each client. If you have distributed or realized capital gains, and if you have a loss in some position in your account, if it's appropriate, we'll go in and sell that entity that has a loss and offset your capital gain so that you don't have to pay taxes as much. So those are the two things. You will see some trades possibly coming in towards the end of the year. And now, as we all know, 2020 has been a year like none other. And it's oftentimes that I, and probably you, will say that life is unpredictable. It's out of my control. And I've been thinking about this over the last couple weeks that, in reality, life is always like that. It just seems that there are times that it is more so than others. After I came out of the coronavirus quarantine, my wife and I went for a week down to the beach. And as I was at the beach, I would go out and watch the sunset. And when the sun hits the horizon, it's amazing how fast the sun goes down. And I think to myself, is that what happens all day long? It doesn't seem like the sun is going that fast. And when I was packing up at the end of the week, I thought to myself, wow, this 1 week went much faster than most weeks do. It's a matter of perspective. When you're looking at the sun on the horizon, or you're coming into the end of a vacation, you think to yourself that time is different, but it's not. It's the same. And that's the way it is with 2020. Life can be seemingly unpredictable and out of our control. It's always that way. And that's the times that I say to myself, and I would say to you, it's those times that we say to ourselves that we have to renew our dependency on our friends, on our family, on our co-workers if you're working, on professional relationships like us that we have with you, and certainly in our God. Our prayer here for you is that you're going to know the truth of a song that I came around over 40 years ago. In the 1990s, I started this firm, so we've been at this thing over a couple decades now. But prior to that, I was a music minister in a church. And 42 years ago, I came across a man named Jester Hairston, a wonderful, wonderful Christian composer. And of all of the songs that he wrote, one of them that you would know goes like this. Long time ago in Bethlehem, So the Holy Bible said, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a king is born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. On behalf of the team here, Ian and the rest of us, we want to thank you for your friendships with us and for the privilege we have of being your financial advisors. And on behalf of them, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and indeed a Happy New Year.